Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with
freezing cold co-host Kathryn Burtt,
Alex Bernard Rasmussen,
Andy Brandt Bernard,
and Kristyn Burtt.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I wake up this morning. I get out of bed. I always go for about a 2-mile walk every morning. I just love it. Minnesota, Florida, wherever I am, I love to walk. It's a wonderful. I lost another 2 pounds, so I've only got about, I think, 12 to go. And I'll have lost 100 pounds.
Jeez.
So that's that. Yeah. But I also lost something else this morning, and that was about 45 degrees of temperature. Because I didn't know this. I walked outside. It was 40 degrees. Now, you can talk about 40 degrees in Minnesota, which is not bad, actually.
No.
40 degrees here is freezing cold because there's no protection from any of it.
Well, you also don't have winter jackets down there,
right?
That sort of thing.
I do.
Well, I guess you might.
Mom does, but
I do.
Holy God, the northern Florida got down to 20 degrees in Florida.
Yeah, that's really bad.
I think Boston and everybody's having a huge deep freeze.
Yeah.
Well, last night it was 27, and 27 isn't really that cold for, middle of January in Minnesota, but it felt freezing.
Right.
And I was like, why does it feel so cold? And it's because the humidity was 76%.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So,
Because of the melting. But you're going down into a deep freeze tomorrow?
Tonight.
Yeah, or
tonight.
Tonight. Yeah. Got some wind bringing something in.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, yeah, it's not toasty in a lot of places.
But your blood starts to thin the longer you stay in warmer weather. 40 starts to feel different to your bones. And I, as someone who's been out here in California for 2 decades, having lived in Minneapolis and New York City and Boston, I can't handle anything below 65 anymore.
Well, inversely, if you grow up here and you live here your whole life, I mean, anything over 80 can be like hell.
We have thick blood.
Yeah.
Everybody I know
hardy.
that moves here, they say the first year you're here in the summertime, you think you awaken to hell. It's just so hot and so horrible. But by the second year, you're like, it's not that bad. Still too hot. By the third year, you're like, what's everyone complaining about?
You just stay inside when you need to. You go outside when you need to. You learn,
Yeah, you get up early.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie from Albuquerque says the poles are inverting. I don't know if that's true or not. Florida seems to get a few cold snaps every year. Yes, they do. Jimmy Francis, the mayor of South St. Paul, is listening in South St. Paul. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
A lot of great stuff going on. 65 is hot, according to
I turn the heat on at 65, and I am not kidding. I'm not joking. If it's 65 out, it's cold in my car. I will turn on the car heat, and I will tell you that Bill is probably even more cold-blooded than I am. So he will sometimes put up to 80 in that the heat in our house, and I'm like, okay, tropical is too much. So I'll turn it down a little bit, but
it's just gross.
Looks like it freezes 27 nights a year in Tallahassee. So actually,
well, Tallahassee's way up.
Tallahassee's it's like the most northern city in Florida.
It is.
But what about the Miami area?
Hardly
I'm
ever.
guessing once a year tops. Let's see.
I don't
even
know.
if that. It has never frozen. So there you go.
Yeah.
0 times a year on average.
Right.
It must be because of global warming.
The oceans are rising, bringing in cold glacier meltwater. Oh. So probably get colder in Minneapolis.
Aren't the glaciers kind of far away? Yeah.
Well, my brother says, he goes, I think Miami's going to his area where he lives in Brickell. He's like, I think in 10 years it'll be underwater, because he said his area, every time they get a big rainstorm, it floods.
Oh God.
He's in a high rise, so he's okay. But
So he's okay, yeah.
but that he said the streets are really bad. You can't go on them.
It's all
Well,
those
it's
first floor
interesting.
people who have to worry.
It's interesting, this Trump thing about Greenland.
Oh,
One of the
God.
reasons why they want Greenland is because of the ice melting there is making new shipping lanes, which gives China a direct access.
Oh, there you go.
So it's really a military strategy, which everybody's missing the whole thing, because everybody's just like, oh, dictator, he's trying to. But I mean, it actually is this ice melt is a thing.
I
I have a
smell.
question. Why do people have to be so filthy about everything?
Oh my
And
god.
maybe they have been my whole life, but I just, it's so over the top now. Everything is about money. Everything.
We have too much access to people's
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yep.
Everyone
Yeah,
has a
well, yeah.
podcast. Everyone has social media.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. It's just unbelievable. Everybody's arguing about everything. You know what I do? I sit around, I go on YouTube TV, and I play all the 10 question game shows. That's
Yeah,
what
you
I
like
do.
those game shows.
You do.
I learn things. I learn a lot of things.
Every once in a while, it's like they're so easy.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's true.
I don't even know who
Yep.
put this together. And then every once in a while, it's all these chemist questions. I'm like, what are you watching this for? Unless you're going to take a chemistry class.
The ones that I like are, who was Quetzalcoatl? I'm like, what?
Quetzalcoatl?
Quetzalcoatl. Does anybody know who Quetzalcoatl
Yeah, wasn't he?
was?
He was a
Yeah.
what? Quetzalcoatl, I think, was a Aztec deity. I want to say.
I think so. Yes.
Oh, I
I'm like,
think
I
you're
know.
Of course
right.
Andy
Yeah.
would know.
Let's see. Yep, Aztec deity. Look at that.
There you
That's
go.
But see, you learn things.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
From
categories.
me.
The more you know.
From Andy, I learned lots and lots of stuff. There's no doubt about it. No question about that. But yeah, so we're just everybody's feeling a little bit of chill right now. You aren't though.
Here in California, it's been 80 this week. It's been really
Yeah.
nice.
Not a chill.
Feels good.
It does feel good. So what's going on in the entertainment world? Anything good?
All right, we've got the highest grossing actors of all time.
Oh.
Oh, I
Okay.
like that.
Okay, so I want you guys to guess who the number one person is. If anybody knows, because they put this, the numbers site put out the top 10 this week.
It's
Of all-
like in history?
Yes, so highest grossing actors of all time, and this is talking about box office dollars. So think kind of in that,
Yeah.
that lane.
Think I know the answer.
I don't
Okay,
know
don't
about-
say it yet.
I don't know about the top, but I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio's got to be on there.
Yeah.
Boy, he's on
Gotta
the
be
list,
up
but
there.
number-
Yeah, he's got to be.
Leonardo DiCaprio is not on the list.
Wow.
Really?
Of the top 10, correct.
Holy Hannah.
Okay.
My guess, it's a very old guess, but the boy was very successful. I gotta believe Marlon Brando's on the list, isn't he? Or is
No.
that too long ago?
How about
Too
in
long ago. These are
Yeah,
all
too long
contemporary actors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, if you compared like yesteryear's dollars
Yeah,
to
that's-
today
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it
it's
And
was-
think of
adjusted for
people who are
inflation.
in franchises because that's going to be where a lot of your dollars are.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
He is not on the list. Maybe in the 80s. I think in the 80s, he and Sylvester
Yeah.
Stallone would have been. In fact, Sylvester's not even on this list. So
Okay.
we're
Really?
talking about the oldest actor might be about. The oldest actors are in their 60s, but they're all still very active in their careers.
Okay, so
Okay.
we've got a
Okay,
Tom Cruise.
Franchise.
Tom Cruise, he's number 6.
Ah,
Tom Cruise
Tom
is only
Hanks?
number 6.
Number 6.
Tom
What did you
Hanks.
say? Tom Hanks is not on the list.
Wow, even with Toy
Robert Downey
Story
Jr.
and-
Someone just Renee said Robert Downey Jr. is on the list. He is number 4.
Is it all Marvel actors?
I was gonna say it's all.
A little lot,
Gotta
yeah.
be-
Chris Pratt is number
I was gonna say
5. I
Chris
saw that
Pratt.
from the chat.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, because he's Galaxy Stormer or whatever the
Guardians
hell.
of the Galaxy.
Oh, that's
Whatever his
Galaxy
character's name
Storm.
is. What's his
yeah,
name?
as we said,
Chris Pratt.
No, the
Chris Pratt.
character.
Oh, I have no idea.
Star Lord? Is that right?
I have absolutely no idea.
yes, it's Star-Lord, isn't
There-
it?
I don't know. I like how no one here knows.
Truly no
Okay,
clue.
so we have number 4, 5, and 6. So we've got Robert Downey Jr. at 4, Chris Pratt at number 5, Tom Cruise at number 6.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is not on the list. But yes, someone has just guessed the number 1. And
Chris
I
Pratt?
missed it. Wait, let me see.
Oh,
I've
wait.
here. Trevor got it. Yeah, it's Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, I knew that one. It's because she's also in Avatar, which
Avatar.
Marvel
number
plus
one?
Avatar right there, that's like $10 billion easy. So
He's number 1.
yeah.
She's number 1 now. She at $15.46 billion. Women take the top 2 spots, by the way.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett's number 2. Yeah, you got that at 15.4.
Look at us.
Chris Hemsworth, someone just said he's number 7 at 12.18 billion. Tom Cruise is 12.66. Chris Pratt is 14.12. Robert Downey Jr. 14.31. Number 3. Anyone want to guess number 3?
Not a
There's a
woman.
Jim Carrey.
It's a man.
Jim Carrey.
He was in Pulp Fiction, so older.
The black guy, not the white guy. Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, yeah, 14.6.
Who's the white guy? Travolta, right?
John Travolta.
Travolta's not in the top 10.
No.
Oh, but I'm
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
trying to remember who was actually
Pulp
in Pulp
Fiction.
Fiction.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction. And so rounding out the top 10 is Vin Diesel at number 8, Fast and Furious franchise, which makes sense.
Okay.
Chris Evans, 11.4.8 billion. And then rounding out the top 10 is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Surprising The Rock's not higher, honestly.
So
That
it's-
is amazing.
7 out of 10 of them is because of Marvel. That's
Correct.
crazy.
See, I
Absolutely.
always have a hard time with these things because you say actors, and so I think male, but I know actor applies to male and female.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah, it's kind
actors
of a
and
generic
actresses
term now.
would be my brain would be like, oh, but also I don't watch any of those franchise anythings. So
Yeah, I would have never guessed Vin Diesel, even though it makes sense, because I've never seen one. It has zero presence in my mind, so I wouldn't even think of it.
yeah, and
So
Zoe
I have to also
Saldana
say
too. Like I didn't even know. I don't even know what she's in other than Avatar. I
She's
could not
the-
name another movie.
She's the Green Lady in the Marvel movies.
Okay. Same thing with
Zoe
Scarlett
Saldana won the
Johansson.
Oscar last year for Amelia Perez, too.
Whatever that is.
Can I just say that I think that they're using the term actor very loosely with some of these people.
Well, there's wait. There's two
Diesel.
Oscar winners on this list,
I know.
and Tom Cruise has been nominated quite a few times. Samuel
Yeah, well, he's
Jackson
an actual
must be.
actor. Yeah, but like Vin Diesel and
Yeah,
those
Vin,
yeah,
Dwayne.
yeah,
Yeah, they play themselves.
Hey,
Scarlett's been nominated. Yeah,
it's working for him, obviously.
Yeah.
it's like a 50-50 list.
Yeah.
Like who's a true actor and who's like,
Yeah.
just your
lot of
franchise
money.
actor.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, and Zoe's in the Lioness. Just reminded everyone.
See, I don't know what any of these are.
I don't either.
Nicole Kidman, the Lioness. Yeah, the
oh,
Taylor Sheridan show.
yeah, she's good in that.
Never heard of it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
We're clueless.
Yep, we really are. Andy and I are not.
What
the
do you have?
people
You have
for-
Netflix? Is that what you have, Alex? Just
Yep, Netflix, but like I still don't really watch
No.
it much at all. Like I watch the shows that I'm like, oh, I know I like this show, so I will watch this show when I'm home.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in Florida and I had extra time, I watched a Spanish-speaking show that was dubbed. These are the types of shows that my Netflix is like, this is what you like.
you're like, this looks good.
Oh, yeah. Anyway,
Well, there you-
good
yeah.
times.
It is good times.
There you have it. So what else is happening?
Well, today I think a lot of people, and speaking of Netflix, The Rip does come out with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, which I know a lot of people have been talking about. And is Tim coming on? Because I'm sure he'll talk about it.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just want to say, like, talk about this because this is kind of like the second half of the story to this. Matt and Ben own a production company together. I know we've talked about it a couple times, Actors Equity, but they had to make a special deal with Netflix in order to make this film happen because their business model is that everyone shares in the profits. So from the production assistant, like all the way up to the top with the actors and directors and everything. So if this movie is a success, everyone will get a one-time bonus, everyone who worked on that particular film. So they actually created kind of a first of its kind type of deal for Netflix. And I'll be curious to see if other people try and follow this model of profit sharing because when everyone's invested in it, guess what? Everyone does a better job because they want to make it a successful
Yep.
film.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Absolutely. No question about that. So I just, is it kind of interesting that there are no, or very few anyway, movie theaters left? I mean, where are they going to put all this stuff? I suppose there are enough channels, I guess, they could do it on. But going to the movie theater was always a very special thing in my generation. And
Well,
it's not
Netflix today. I know Ted Sarandos just said like there's that big concern that if there is that Warner Brothers Netflix merge happening, that they will go down to a 17-day window. And Ted said he is committed to a 45-day window because he's like, I want to start winning at the box office too.
Yeah.
So Netflix really wants a complete entertainment takeover, which again comes with its own issues, but at the same time, Ted wants to win at this. So he wants to win at the box office. I think the days of the Cineplex with, 12 theaters, those are done. We're done with those.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be single standing or maybe a trio of theaters. And that's what we're seeing in Los Angeles. The theaters that are being renovated are all one-offs, one screen, and then beautiful old Art Deco. So we're seeing a lot of investment in that, which I love because we're seeing older buildings, being saved instead of torn down and turned into apartments and things like that. So that's it's good news.
I love going to the Edina Theater for that
Oh,
reason.
yeah. It's a
There's-
great theater.
I think it's 3 or 4 screens.
3 or 4, yep.
They're smaller rooms. They're very, very comfy chairs with heat and all that stuff. So in the winter, I don't really know about the concessions if they're any better than anybody else's, but
Concessions, yeah.
but they did a beautiful job renovating it.
Well, if you think about
make it something
did.
special.
I mean, a 12-screen theater, you only really need that if there's, 6 movies running concurrently at least? And, how often is that even the case anymore? Can you think of 6 movies in theater right now?
No.
No. Well, at one time they were, if the big blockbuster was coming out, they'd run them in two screens. So
Well, yeah, but
people
that's what
could
I'm saying.
get
So
into them.
for 12 screens, you're running each movie with 2 screens, and there you go. There's your 12 screens.
Yeah.
I worked at a movie theater in college, the Lowe's at 3rd and 11th. And, we had, and I believe it was a 12 screen also, and it was, stacked. It was a high rise. And not only would we run, let's say Batman was running, we would run on 3 or 4 screens. We would run sometimes movies at 2 a.m. because people were showing up at 2 a.m. But there was also counter programming happening at the time. There was always a comedy that would be scheduled the same weekend. Let's say a Batman came out, so
Right.
people would have something funny to see. And then there'd always be an indie that, the art house people want to see. And people would still show up to all of them. And oftentimes, if they couldn't get a ticket to say Batman, would be like, it's sold out until tomorrow. They'd be like, well, what else is playing? And you'd be like, oh, these are the other 4 movies playing. And they'd be like, oh, I'll buy a ticket to that. So you would just go to the movies to go to the movies.
Yep, absolutely.
Tire Carver with a big statement. Hey, I drove past the Edina Theater last week.
There you go.
There it is.
I'm glad to hear it.
That
Jimmy-
it is very.
Jimmy Francis says when they get rid of the Cineplex, we should turn them into roller rinks. That would be a very big roller rink.
That would be a very big
Yeah.
roller rink.
Old is new.
What's old is new. Yeah, last time I went to a roller rink, I was a teenager, I think. It's been a while.
I wonder if they still have that one in St. Louis Park. Remember that big domed
Yeah.
brick
Let's find out.
building? Did it have a dinosaur or
With the
something? up
dinosaur
there?
at the top of it. Yes, absolutely. Right on Highway 100. Well, just off.
Yeah, I
you
wonder
could
if
see it
it's
from
still
Highway
there.
100.
The Third Layer Skate Park and Skate Shop?
It wasn't called
I don't think
that
there's any roller
then.
rinks in the area, dedicated ones. 100 and what? Because there's a rec center by 107.
Well, there's a bunch of
Definitely.
there's
Yeah, that's
Skateville
about
is
right.
still a roller rink. There's one in Burnsville. There's one in Eden Prairie.
Tire Carver says it closed a few years ago.
Oh.
I used to love the roller rink. I also used to, we had an unfinished basement, went in a circle around the staircase. So I used to, in the winter, just used to go down the basement and roller skate there. My
my
mom
gosh.
would just send me down there, my
Yeah, go
skates,
roller
and
skate.
Sure, burn
do
off
circles for days.
Go roller skate.
Well, here's 2 ideas. Joe says we should use them for paintball, and then Trevor in the hidden chat says we should use them for laser tag. Very similar ideas.
There you go.
Well, what's interesting is that Netflix is opening all of those entertainment centers. They've opened in Pennsylvania and in Texas, and Vegas is next. That's kind of the idea. I mean, it's all Netflix branded, of course, and based off of IP properties that they own. But it's movie theater, it's the paintball, it's the indoor golf. It's to keep you there for hours.
Oh my God! I wonder if Tom remembers the Faust Theater from back in the 1970s. Yes, I certainly do.
Faust?
The famous Faust.
Yeah, you brought that up before, I think.
Yeah, well, it was pretty much a nudie theater.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, a lot of
Nudie.
nudie stuff. A lot of nudie stuff going on.
Nudie.
Inappropriate.
It's all true.
A nudie bar, a nudie theater.
When I remember one time something happened at the Faust Theater, and I don't remember the owner. God, I knew the owner for years, but I can't even remember his name anymore. I'm sure he's been dead for a long time. But honest to God, you would go by that Faust Theater, And there something happened. I don't know what it was, but the cops went to the Faust Theater. So the TV stations all followed him with cameras and all the rest of it. And I don't know who it was. Might have been John Lastman. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was or not. But when you finally did see the footage of the cops going into the Faust Theater and all that, about every 5 feet there was a KQRS bumper sticker on the
Oh.
wall.
Can you imagine taking a black
nice.
light through that place?
No.
Oh God!
No, thank
oh,
you.
God.
You don't want to do it in your hotel room. You don't want to do it there.
No.
No blacklight theater.
No.
No. Bring your steam cleaner.
Aw. I don't even think
Yeah.
you touch anything. You'd put on one of those hazmat suits and just call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Put it in a dumpster.
Well, Kathryn and I, many years ago, checked into a hotel. Looks beautiful. Everything's wonderful. About to hit the sack, pull back the covers. There's not one, not two, but 3 nudie magazines under the quilt.
Oh, that's. And that means it wasn't changed, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I do. I'm so paranoid about stuff like that. That's the first thing I do. I like open the bed, do the bed bug check, and then I
Yep.
take Clorox wipes and wipe down door handles and all of that. Because
Definitely the remote.
Definitely the remote.
Oh, yeah.
do you know what I sometimes do if I remember to do it? I bring a Ziploc bag and I put the remote in the Ziploc bag so then you can operate it from there.
I saw a tip
Yeah.
if they have a shower cap that you could use the
Oh,
little plastic
that's a-
shower
Sure.
cap if they've got one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of movies, are there any ones coming out that we're going to want to see? I mean, what?
The
movies
Rip.
lately-
You're going to watch The Rip this weekend.
That's right. Yeah.
The rip.
The Rip on Netflix.
But it is totally different because when you used to go out on a date to go to dinner and go to a movie, that was a big night. I remember that just doesn't happen all that much anymore, does it?
It doesn't. I go to screenings, and
Yeah.
so I don't pay for movies, or I get
Right.
screeners sent to my house, and that's kind of it. And yeah, the idea of like actually going to an event, it has to be like a big event movie. And I feel like I did it last year with Wicked, where I was super excited. This year, I was like, okay, I'll just see the screener of it. Because I was like, I don't need to see the follow up, as a
Yeah.
big event movie. Or, we had the Barbenheimer where Barbie and Oppenheimer became those big event, but they're just few and far between now.
Yeah.
No,
they
I'm going to make it because we only have about 7-8 more minutes with our buddy here. I was totally shocked this morning. I almost fell over when I heard that Travis and what's her face have broken up. Taylor Swift.
They have?
Who ever saw that coming?
They broke up.
They
Yeah,
didn't break up.
they announced this morning on national television they broke up.
Did they now?
Is this a YouTube thing that you watched and some person just said they broke
Because
up?
that didn't happen.
No. It was on national television they broke
Oh,
up.
apparently they took a
I-
break from wedding planning, is what they did.
Oh, they took a break from
So,
wedding planning.
whatever
Oh,
that
okay.
means.
Yeah,
means
no,
they
they're
broke
still
up.
together.
Who
Like
freaking
they're
cares?
planning their own wedding. Give me a break.
Yeah, for real.
Give me a breakup.
Took a break from wedding planning? Okay.
Oh, boy.
What?
The
This is hard to believe.
stylists.
Their
and
wedding is their wedding is reportedly in Rhode Island. So I think that they're good.
I like Rhode Island. It's a good state.
Yeah, she has a house there. The fancy part of Newport,
Oh yeah. Well, I suppose that's true. Well, that's interesting because that was national news. They had announced they had broken up.
No, they didn't break up. I was like, I would have had
Yeah, I
so
was
many
gonna say.
alerts when I woke up
Yeah.
this morning.
Oh,
I feel like
I
I
wouldn't
would've-
even be able to talk to you this morning. I'd be like doing other
Yeah.
hits and writing articles about the breakup.
Yeah, I feel like I
Okay.
would have even heard about that. So that's how big that news would have been if it was actually happening.
yeah, I suppose that is true.
Which is sad.
I love that Tom's like, I've got breaking news.
And we're like, no.
Well,
Taylor and Travis are done.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I don't exactly pay a lot of attention to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
No.
The first thing that when you said Travis, I thought about the one with the Kardashian. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, Timmy Chalamet and Kylie
No,
Jenner.
Travis, the other one. Travis,
Oh, Travis.
the drummer.
Travis Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not Travis Scott. Travis.
Yeah.
I'm
The
like,
other one.
oh my God, Blink 182.
Yeah.
Travis.
He was the drummer of Blink-182, and his name's
Wait, and
Travis.
he's with
Travis Barker.
Courtney.
Barker.
Travis Barker. Yes, there's too many Travises.
He's dating,
Lot of
or
Travis.
was dating. I don't know if they're still together. One of the
They're
Kardashians.
married.
They're married.
Travis Barker is married to Courtney Kardashian,
There
and
we
they
go.
have one child together.
Got it. That was the
With so
first
many
thing my brain thought of when you said Travis. I was like, oh, it's one of the Kardashians. Because they're always breaking up with everybody.
Yeah, they
you
sure
know?
are.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, and a lot of people scrutinize that marriage because it is a little strange, the Travis Courtney one.
I will never understand why the Kardashians ever got so big. Who could watch that crap? I watched
knows?
like
A lot of people.
I mean, it was a moment. Like, it was a
Yeah,
moment of
I
pop
suppose.
culture. And, like, you have to remember, like, what was happening in that, E! News was big. Ryan Seacrest discovered the family and, was the one that greenlit the actual series itself, and he put it on E! Because he was working at E! News at the time. But you also have to realize, like, their weird connections to, I mean, at the time, Kris Jenner was married to the greatest, who was considered the greatest athlete of all time, the decathlon winner, Caitlyn Jenner. And then you have the ties to the O.J. Simpson case. There was like
Right.
a lot of like random
Yeah.
ties. Kim Kardashian was best friends with Paris Hilton, who was also a big part of the pop culture zeitgeist. So it makes sense in that slice of life in that moment of time.
Yeah, I suppose that is probably true. I don't know. Andy, don't take this too hard. I just want you to know that. I'm going to warn you up front. That was announced this morning. The number one problem in the United States of America is white men.
We've known that forever.
It's like,
Yeah, it's
what?
old news, really.
What the? What are you,
been the
the
20
biggest problem you got is
That's been the talk of the decade.
Yeah.
Tom.
It's not,
God,
this
it's
isn't new.
Mostly.
Well, no, I'm just saying they're really plugging the hell out of it that white men are the only problem we have in America now.
I think it's a last gasp of that sort of thinking because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
even in places like academia where that like originated, arguably, that sort of thinking is
Yes.
dying down
Yeah.
because it's just so blatantly awful.
I've never understood as a kid who grew up in a Catholic, Black, and Jewish neighborhood. Again, we all had to live in the same neighborhood because the honkies didn't want us living in their neighborhoods. But the amazing thing about that whole deal is we haven't come very far. It's just moved over from the Jews, the Blacks, and the Catholics to just white men.
Yeah, we always have to have some group to hate.
You got to have some group to hate.
I think the
don't
problem's technology and social media.
you? Well, yes, I think you're absolutely right. About that.
Start there. And all the billionaires.
I'm still thinking about Rhode Island. So we've watched this series of movies. They're older. Tom Selleck was in them. They're called the Jesse Stone
Jesse
movies.
Stone.
Oh, yeah. He was
And apparently there's
considered-
another one coming up, but wherever that is filmed, it looks pretty rough and not inviting as far as weather goes. I think
Jesse
it's Rhode
Stone.
Island, maybe.
Let's see.
Jesse
I
Stone.
think you might be right. Yeah.
Do you think it's Rhode Island?
They film it in Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh,
Canada. So
But it's the fictional town of Paradise, Massachusetts.
it's
oh,
massive.
that's right, Paradise.
Yeah, Nova
Instead of
Scotia
Paradise.
is a pretty brutal place to live, from what I understand.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
it constantly is squalling and just windy and
Yes.
just not
Yeah.
pleasant.
I,
Like
I
it's-
wonder what happened to that because they announced that Jesse Stone movie like a million years ago, and it hasn't.
The new one, yeah.
A new one, yeah.
And we watched the first episode of the Americanized Doc Martin,
Right.
and that's just like an hour upstate in New York.
Yeah, I know he's.
Yeah, and it's just on a river. It doesn't have it's a pretty area.
It is. It is
But
very
yeah,
pretty.
so far we've only watched one, and it really just doesn't have. To me, it's just ticking boxes, and it doesn't have the charm. But maybe the second episode I'll like better.
What are you going to do? But I mean, just to go back briefly here, why do you think it is? Because throughout my life, it was Black people, and then it was Asian people because of the war in Vietnam, and then it was this. Why do we need an entire group of people to hate? I don't
I
understand.
don't know.
what
I was
that
just going to
is.
tell you I got the update on Jesse Stone, though.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I
We
wanna
don't
hear it.
hate
I wanna
Jesse
hear it.
Stone.
I'm just going to pivot.
Works for me.
Yeah, so they're saying that it's expected in 2026 on Hallmark. Now, I know that I just did a story on Hallmark's next batch of movies coming, and it's not in there. So If it is coming, it's coming in the second half of 2026, but
Oh.
we'll see what happens.
He's in his 80s now, isn't
He's
he?
80. He'll be 81 in the second half of 2026. So it's like, I don't know.
And he was reportedly writing this. I mean, as long as he's a healthy 80. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jane
sure.
Fonda's out there working at 80. Cher's
Yep.
out there working at
Dick
that
Van
age.
Dyke just turned 100 and he's
Sure
bopping
did.
around.
He's
Oh, I
amazing.
love
He's
Dick.
100 now?
Yeah, he
Yep.
just turned 100
Yes.
a couple weeks ago.
He exercises every day.
Oh yeah,
You
there's
know,
a
and
video of him doing the little crunch thing, and he's just doing this.
Well, at 100, that's better than pretty much anyone else.
Oh, it's fantastic. I was like, this
He's
is the best thing I've
amazing.
ever seen.
I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just,
Rita Moreno, that's another great one. Margaret just said. Yeah,
Oh,
Rita
yeah.
Moreno's
Yeah.
another. She's in
90s.
her
Betty
90s.
White
Yeah,
was-
she is so incredible. She's in incredible shape, Rita.
That's good for her.
see, I love all that stuff, though. I got to be
Can't think
honest
of
with you. It's just
There's hope.
the one of the Jesse Stone movies. I thought they were. I enjoyed every one of them. They were an hour and a half long, and they did a really nice job there. And I don't know. I think entertainment is. I think it's doing very well, isn't it? I mean, it's making money, and people are enjoying it, aren't they? Or not as
Yeah,
much. as they used to.
it's a different landscape than
Right,
what we had even
right.
pre-pandemic, even what we had 3 years ago. And so, everyone's just trying to figure out what the new normal is, especially with all of these studio mergers. That's going to create another
Yeah.
seismic shift in Hollywood. So we'll see what happens.
I know. I'm worried.
I just
I
don't
agree.
what happened to
Oh.
Bob Iger? I worked with Bob Iger and for Bob Iger for years and years. When did he get so over the top with everything?
Well, didn't he retire and then come out of
Yeah, I
retirement
think so,
to
yeah.
save
He
Disney?
did because Bob Chapek was
Yeah.
a disaster for the company. And then
Paycheck?
he's like, I'm going to come back for 2 years. Bob Chapek, yeah. And so it's one of those things where he keeps on saying he's going to retire and he should have been retired by now, but it looks like they haven't found his heir apparent. So, and he's not doing great with the company either. You know, people are really upset about the cost at the theme parks. It's so unaffordable for so many people. And obviously the films haven't been doing well. So the one thing that they really have going for them is Dancing with the Stars. I'm crazy.
Yeah,
It's a property
yeah.
that's been around since 2005, and it is their most successful TV show right now after season 34.
And that's got to be on Bob Iger, right? He's running the company. Why isn't he doing better?
He should be doing better, but
Well,
I don't.
and they have a lot to go up against because Universal with the
Yeah.
Epic Park.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and it's you can get deals on tickets there, like off season and all of this kind of stuff, and how 3-day passes are cheaper. Disney doesn't give you any breaks whatsoever. Even as Florida residents, if we want to get cheaper tickets as Florida residents, you have to go for 5 days or something like that. It's not like you can just whip up there for a
Right,
day and buy
right.
a cheaper ticket and go. It just, why don't they start just helping people out?
I know doing a 1-day discount would help a lot of people, and even buying the annual passes, because I used to have a Disney annual pass and I loved it back in the day when it was really, really affordable. But now, Universal, which is just down the street from me, I can get for like $300, I think, and $99. I get like a premium pass with parking, and I can go for, I think it's 15 months. It's not even 12 months. They give you like 3 months for free. You get
Really?
discounts on food. And yes, this is a smaller park compared to what you guys have in Florida. But if you're just looking for some like fun entertainment, it's great. You know,
Yeah.
just pop in there on a Friday night, ride a couple rides, have some dinner, go home. You had a great 4 or 5 hours.
Well, I don't even know what's going on with this Universal Epic thing that's going on, but it's supposed to be like 4 new parks.
I
within
can
the
tell you
park.
because on Christmas Eve, we had Melissa's second cousin and his parents over to her mom's house.
Of course.
We were all
Okay.
gathered together as an extended family kind of thing, and he actually went to that, like, I don't know, a month or two before or something like that. And he showed pictures. And yeah, there's like a horror movie, like a Universal horror movie, because, all of the classic horror movie tropes Universal pretty much owns. So they made a theme park out of it. It's called like Darkland or something. I don't know. I don't really care that much about horror movies. There's a Mario World, which is like
Oh, that'll be huge.
Ethan. He was kind of weird. So this cousin's name is Mitch, and Ethan was kind of weird about him for a while. And then Mitch showed him a picture of Mitch meeting Mario and Luigi.
Oh God!
And then about
oh God!
And then about 10 minutes later, Ethan just comes up randomly and he says, "I love Mitch."
Okay. I need to meet Mario and Luigi. This is how Ethan will finally like me.
There you go.
I
Take a
figured
picture
it out.
with him.
Okay, we got to find somebody to dress up as Mario and Luigi so Ethan can finally like me.
Just get a Mario T-shirt, Alex. It's all you gotta
He's
do.
the only little kid in the world that does not like me. I gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Always
Little
look
kids
at you
love
like
me.
you're-
That's like my personality.
Actually, hot scoop.
I know. And then we take it I took it so personally when that happens.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, why?
He still likes Mario a lot, but his new thing is Kirby. We're a Kirby shirt. He'll be
Okay.
like, he'll think that's the coolest thing in the world.
Kirby. I always loved Kirby. He's cute.
Yeah, everyone
Little-
loves Kirby, but Ethan
little
is
guy.
all about Kirby right
Kirby.
now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, Kristen, we've kept her way too
Oh, no.
late on.
You got
sorry
Tim.
about
He's
that.
like, Tim's in the waiting room. He's ready. He's ready
Well,
to do
no,
it.
I'm-
Doing jazz
okay,
hands.
we'll get it done. All right. Any closing words, Kristen Burtt?
I'm just going to say that I will be watching the dance Super Bowl. So, Alex, I will talk about it with you on Monday.
So excited. Yes.
So excited.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burtt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. We'll take a break. Be right back. Another special guest coming up next, right after this. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget, and now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let's talk about my bank, North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number at the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th and France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people who know you by name and actually care about your finances, not some AI chatbot. They also offer all modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So why settle for less when you can bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing member. All right, we are back. Andy, I got to ask you a question.
Oh no.
What were all those free speech posts
Oh,
all
wait,
about?
just move on. And we're gonna move on.
Oh, really?
Yep, we're gonna move on.
Yes, free speech. We're all about free speech, but we are not about spamming the chat.
Yep.
Whoa.
Somebody spammed the chat?
Yeah, a little bit of spamming going on.
We got rid of it and moved on. All right. Hi, Tim.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Hello.
Well,
Tim
Tim,
Lammers, hands-free.
Yes,
Brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, hands-free.
Hands-free.
I see people all the time driving like this.
It is
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Like, for how long that's been a thing, people all the time have their phones. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
Tim, you might
They
have
do this. They
you
do
might have
this.
heard
They
us talking about the Epic Universe, the Universal Studios Monster Zone or whatever. Have you been there? And if not, I'm guessing you want to be there.
Yeah,
I
Monster Zone.
want to go there. It's called the Dark Universe.
Dark Universe, that's what it is.
Dark.
Right. Yeah. It's they expanded the park, and it's different areas now. I know one is, well, Harry Potter was before.
Yes.
But there's other ones, and the Dark Universe is, you're right, all the classic Universal monsters. Frankenstein, Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon,
Yep.
and all that sort of stuff. No, I we want to get there though. So at some point, and then when I do, I'll swing in and see Tommy and Kathryn. I just
There
want to
you
let
go.
you know. It's going to be next week, by the way. We're going to
Okay.
stay with you, by the way.
Come
Just
on over.
heads up.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll come
Tim
tomorrow.
Lammers brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers. You can find Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. I don't know if I should say this. No, maybe I shouldn't say it, but I've gotten 2 messages from Michael Bryant's office. He apparently lost something, so I haven't talked to him in a while.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the hell that's all about, but I tell you what, man, Michael Bryant's becoming an international big shot lawyer. He's all over the United States now, and he goes to Canada. He goes, he's well, he
You know,
can't
though,
hear me.
he still finds time to text me about the new shows and movies.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so we talk all the time. So yeah,
I don't think the man sleeps.
Yeah, he might not
before I
sleep.
go
That's
any
very true.
further, I have to. I got 2 movies I'm going to talk about today.
Okay.
But I am looking. Let me see if I can get a bigger screen here, because on the couch, whose puppy is on the couch?
Fine.
That'd be May right
That's
there.
May.
That's me.
And what is May?
No, she's like, what?
Yes, hello. She is, we did the wisdom panel thing on her. How accurate that is, I don't know. She is mostly Chihuahua and cattle dog.
Right.
Okay, perfect. Because she looks, her coloring looks like my late cattle dog,
Yeah.
Roxy.
Yep.
Oh.
She lived till she was 16. Wonderful dog.
Yeah.
When the kids would get off the bus, she's a herding dog. Circled the kids
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Yep.
way up the driveway.
Yep.
That's a great
That's
protector.
how we have Birches down there on a dog bed. You can't see him, but he's part corgi and part lab, and he will herd her because he's bigger than her. Like, he'll just move his body like, we're going this way now. It's so funny. Like, the herding dog instinct is so funny.
Yep.
And he herds my children sometimes too.
So this story here is going to come a long way, big circle. Okay, so be
I love
patient
it.
with me.
Love
One
it.
of my movies I'm going to talk to do today, and you're going to want to bring your kids to it, Andy and Alex. It is called Charlie the Wonder Dog. It's not a big Pixar level release. It's an independent Canada studio that put it out, but it is playing nationwide. Animated, PG, Charlie the Wonder Dog. You can about imagine it's about a dog superhero. This ailing golden retriever. Young boy Danny, his favorite human. They grow up together. Charlie's starting to ailing, trying to walk up the steps. And, you can tell the days are near.
Absolutely not.
And then all of a sudden, Charlie and the neighbor's cat and all these neighborhood animals are abducted by aliens. While they're up in the UFO, they get their youth and vitality back, and they're given superpowers.
Well.
So Charlie comes back to Earth, and he's a superhero. And the cat is a supervillain.
Oh, well, naturally. Cats are obviously the supervillain.
Okay, so this is where I'll get a little more deep into it. I was offered interviews for this. Owen Wilson voices Charlie the Wonder Dog.
Love it. Love it.
He is such of a wonderful guy.
He's a great guy.
Oh my God. Yeah,
He
he's
is,
such a great guy. And I've always made it my policy not to delve into personal lives. And for 35 years, never. That's not my job. I'm not going to give you gossip. But I had to know, is Owen Wilson really a dog lover? Because Marley and Me.
Horrible movie. Horrible movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyone watch
it's a
that
tough
movie?
I've only seen it once. There's a movie called Marmaduke where he voices. It's a live action movie. He voices a Great Dane that came out in 2010. So I thought, well, what kind of dog does Owen have? As it turns out, Owen, for a long time, had Garcia, named after Sonny Garcia, the surfer, an Australian cattle dog named Garcia.
There
Gotta
you
love
go.
a cattle dog.
So we sat and talked about our Australian cattle dogs.
That's hilarious.
So great. And but even without that, he is really such a wonderful guy, wonderful interviews, so affable, so friendly. So it's a good 15-minute interview or so. But on Forbes, Google Forbes, Tim Lammers, you can read about it. Charlie the Wonder Dog, about the movie, about Owen's cattle dog, everything. So there it is.
Nice.
My kids will definitely like that. Fawn today, actually, they have show and tell on Fridays, and she brought a book that we have that is, we call it the worst book ever. We hate this horrible book because it's a book about like
Okay.
Dying animals.
this girl that's autistic, and she gets a dog, and it's like the first thing that's she's like ever attached to and has been like understood her and all this stuff, and then they get old together, and then the dog dies, and it's this horrible thing. And Fawn, every single time she reads it, or I read it, we start sobbing, like sobbing, not even tearing up, like snot, like horrible.
Well,
And I'm like, why do we have this horrible book? And every once in a while, Fawn's like, we're gonna read the book. And today, for show and tell, she's bringing the book to talk about how horrible this book is. I'm like, what a weird show and tell.
I think I went through a whole box of tissues. I
Oh.
just sobbed my eyes out.
No,
It was
Marley and Me
horrible.
is
Incredibly
absolutely
emotional
not.
movie.
Yes.
And I think I know the book that you're talking about, Alex. On the cover, there's a shot from the back of the boy and the dog, and they're like sitting looking at the sunset or something. And my wife, she had the book already, and she said, "Here, you got to read this, first and last time."
Yes, it's
Yep.
awful.
My eyeballs fell out. I had to pick them up off the floor. I was crying.
Yep.
So
Absolutely awful. Fawn read it to me probably 2 nights ago, and she was like, just while reading.
Well, there's the other one, Tommy, and I know we talked about this one before. It's called "I Love You Forever."
No.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible book.
we had that one when I was a kid.
Horrible book. Why
Can't
would
make
anyone
it
read
through
that
that.
book? No.
Give me "Goodnight Moon." Give me "Goodnight Moon" instead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I could say every word of Goodnight Moon to you right now because Sage loved that book so much when he was a little guy.
Yep, I read that to you guys when you
Yeah,
were
so
little.
yeah, those 2 books, man. We have them somewhere downstairs, and I know the kids have read them at some point. And I know at some point I've taken pictures of like we had a great basset hound named Scott. And my son Quinn and him a shot from the back, and it's like, God, I just recreated the cover of that book. That makes me want to more than tear up. Like I say, everything
Yeah.
flows when I read the book.
Yeah.
So
Well, God, that book always reminds me of a scene in Friends. I don't remember. I think it might have been like Rachel's birthday or something, and like everyone got her a bunch of heartfelt gifts and stuff, and Joey forgot to get her anything. And at the last minute, he's like, "I got you a dramatic reading of a book," and he just picks a random book, and
yeah.
it was "I Love You Forever." And by the end of it, she's like, "That was the best present I've ever gotten." And it was just like this last minute thing that he did because it's like, yeah, it made her cry.
Oh, yeah, Emma's birthday. Yeah, it was there.
Right.
It was
yeah, yep.
Ross and Rachel's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was turning like 1 or 2 or something
Yeah,
like
something.
that. Yeah.
And he like had no. Yeah. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
yeah, so again, the movie Charlie the Wonder Dog has moments where it brings you to the precipice of it. Where it's,
Absolutely
oh my
not.
God, the dog's gonna die, the dog's gonna die, and then all of a sudden, whoop, aliens get him, and hey, he's back, and he's a super dog. So,
All right.
It might not affect me
but
that
yeah,
much.
I mean, seriously, when you could see the poor dog limping up the steps, it's really like a lot like Marley and Me, because at one point Marley started to slow down.
Mhm.
No, it's when they
And-
slowed down.
and
And I
it's like-
have a dog that's slowing down. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
Birch is
no,
slowing down.
shut up.
I've never had a dog that slowed down. Every dog I have had, well,
Cassie definitely slowed down.
but he was still like, I don't know, going crazy till the very end.
In the end, he was not
Yeah.
doing well.
Well, it's like, yeah, it was like a 2-week.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like I've never had a dog that was like, oh, you see it coming for months and months. I had a cat that,
Yeah.
well, actually multiple cats, but
Yeah.
every dog we've had, it was either they just disappeared one day or it was like feeling fine and then a month later they're gone.
That's how it was with
Really?
Bella. Yeah, like
Yeah.
she never really aged, and then all of a sudden she was like, "I'm dying.
Yep,
Goodbye."
well,
It was
time
like,
to die.
okay.
It's not. Correct me if the name is wrong. It was Cassie Russell, right?
Cassie
Yep.
Russell.
Yep.
Cassie and Nipsey
Cassie and
Russell. Yep.
Nipsey.
Okay. Didn't one of your dogs live till like they were 18?
That was Cassie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cassie.
that was Cassie.
Cassie. Yep.
Yeah.
He was the dog that if you wanted to go skydiving, he would be like, yeah,
Yep.
for sure. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
No
All
matter what
right.
you want to do.
We're going to throw it out there for you. Guess who had the job of taking him to his death place?
I was there, so
Yeah.
me
It was
and
Andy.
you
You
and
All of
Andy
us,
there.
Andy.
except for Mom.
Except Mom. Mom was like, "Nope,
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Well, he really didn't even know what was going on
No.
anymore,
No,
which
yeah.
also broke my heart. It was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
remember
weird
it was
thing
like
about that,
it was super early in the morning, and you called and you were like, "We're putting Cassie down." And it came out of nowhere, and I was like, okay." So we all had to drive over to the house and like pick him up, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
but I will never forget at that doctor's office because Cassie was looking at me like it was my fault that he was there, right? He's looking at me. And then all of a sudden I realized as I'm petting him that he was dead.
yeah.
I thought he was
Happens
still alive,
fast.
so I was petting him going, don't worry
Yeah.
about this. I'm talking to a dead dog.
Well, the best
Oh, God.
It's quick.
the
It's
best
real quick.
thing that has happened
Yeah.
in veterinary medicine is at-home euthanasia.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's what we did with Bella, and I was like, she hates going to the vet. She poops on the floor every time we go to the vet because she's pissed off.
Yeah, not great.
I'm like, I don't want the last place she ever goes to be a place that she
Yeah.
absolutely hates. And so, yeah, we had her put down at our house, and I was like, this is way better now. That wasn't a thing back then, but
The last time I had to do that was with our Basset Hound Scott, who was almost 13, almost lived the longest of all the Bassets
wow,
we've
yeah,
had.
for a Basset Hound.
And I asked the vet, how many of these do you do a week? And she goes, I think this is the seventh.
So about
I
one.
mean,
a day.
imagine being the vet
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yep.
know
and doing that day after day.
Mhm.
I know somebody who's a vet, and they're like, you look at it as like these people love this dog so much, and they had like such a wonderful life, and they were so loved, and like that's what you have to think about.
Right, but you
not
still have
that
to
it's
watch it
over.
happen over and over
I
and
don't know.
over.
They're like, you just have to train your brain to be like, this was a really loved
Yeah.
dog. Goodbye. It's like,
People always used to tell me because I like animals and I like medicine, and people were always like, "Why don't you become a vet?" And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I couldn't do that part. And you have to do that part. You can't
No.
just be like, "No, I'm not going to do it." That's part of your job description.
Oh, puppy.
Dog,
Wait, you
dog
have to
wants
go.
out.
My brother just had to put his dog down.
Oh,
ooh,
God.
what?
Roxy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Uh-oh, he's leaving?
Winter wants out. Winter wants out.
She's like, "You're talking about killing dogs. I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to go. I
Heard
don't
the
wanna
word
hear that.
euthanasia and was like, bye.
Oh my God. But the things
what a
at the
world.
vet, you know what? The vets are so prepared and so wonderful about it, though.
Mhm.
Yes.
I mean, it's just, oh, yeah. And they don't make you feel good about what you're doing, but, you know, they were saying, you know, the reason, because this poor Scott, he had a tumor that they couldn't
Yeah.
operate on. He would have been on the table. And she says, you know, he's in pain, but he's sticking around to make you happy. I was like, oh my God.
Yes, I know. That's
Yeah,
right.
they don't. Yeah.
The
So
more they're loved, the more they'll hang on forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, Rainbow Bridge, baby. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a lot of dogs waiting for me there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we are gonna have so
Oh,
many
God.
animals. Horses and
Well, I gotta be
dogs
honest
and
with you.
cats.
10
and-
horses, probably like 7 or 8 dogs at this point.
At one point when I was a child, I had 2 parakeets, a hamster, 2 cats, and 2 dogs sleeping in my bedroom every night. So yeah, I'm gonna have a busy
Yeah,
Rainbow
Mark-
Bridge situation.
And you had more parakeets than you remember because Nipsey ate a couple of them.
You know,
Nipsey
So-
ate some of my parakeets? How?
at least 2 of them.
What?
You didn't know that?
No?
I think we've told this story on the
Uh-oh.
show before, haven't
Well,
we?
Well,
you
you
knew
breaking
that.
this now.
I thought you knew about that.
Look at Kathryn laughing.
How did he get to my parakeets?
Poor parakeets.
Oh, poor
Oh
Barry.
my God.
I know. I don't know.
I mean, this isn't surprising at all,
Nipsey
but
came
still,
down the
I'm
stairs with
finding.
a parakeet,
Oh my
a dead
God.
parakeet in his mouth, and I'm like, son of a bitch, we got to
Not again.
How did he get to them?
Oh, he's Nipsey. He was a psychopath.
I had my parakeets on a tall dresser in a cage.
Yep. That's unbelievable.
Oh
I have
my
a feeling
God.
this conversation's going to continue after the
Really
podcast.
good to know. Really good to
I'm
know.
like, well, hopefully she doesn't notice. I'd get the same kind of color, but younger ones have more black on their feathers.
Oh my gosh.
She never noticed.
Wow.
All of this started because I started talking about the wonderful puppy.
Yeah,
on the-
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you
But I did have a
May-
dog movie to talk about, so it's going to come out eventually.
May's like,
Okay,
you're
good.
distraught. Let me assist you.
Yeah, I
May
think
fix
we
it.
ate 2 of them.
Nipsey ate 2 of my parakeets. Oh boy.
What were
I
their
know
names
that's
again?
Alfie and Elvis.
Alfie and Elvis.
And
I
then
remember. Yeah.
and then
yeah.
Elvis, I think died. I knew because he got some sort of parakeet disease, and then I had Elvis too.
Yeah.
I remember because there was
Oh,
a blue
yeah.
one and a green one.
Yep.
Yeah, the
There
green
were-
one bit the dust more often than the.
The blue one did. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
So there were multiple Elvises.
I do have to mention one thing about this because we're talking about the love of dogs and all the rest of it. We're in it. How many units are in this building? Like 300 or something on both sides?
There's 8 on each floor, and there's 20 floors. You do the
It's
math.
160.
160.
160. So that means
Sorry.
at least 160 dogs live in this building.
Oh my God.
Everybody's got a dog
I
in
don't
this
doubt it.
building. It's
Is there a
amazing.
dog yard that you can go out into?
Oh yeah, so it's all gated and guarded. The whole neighborhood.
Wow. So
It's
you're
wonderful.
yeah. I would love it. Seriously, I would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you meet
yeah.
a lot of
But
dogs.
anyway, Charlie let the dog see it. I thought it was wonderful. So, the other movie I got today
Uh-oh.
is a zombie movie.
Uh-oh.
Zombie.
Oh boy.
Okay. So we started 20 odd years ago with 28 days later. Then there was 28 weeks later. Then last year, 28 years later, with Ray Fiennes and Aaron Taylor Johnson and Jodie Comer and this young actor, terrific actor named Alfie Williams. He stars in this one with Rafe and this other actor named Jack O'Connell. It's a continuation of 28 years later, where it's kind of like the Walking Dead sort of situation where, yes, the zombies who suffer from this rage virus are dangerous, but the people are just as dangerous.
Yeah.
And this Jack O'Connell plays Jimmy, this guy who runs this satanic cult. So not only do they kill the zombies, but they, will torture humans if they see them. It's just ugly, ugly, gross stuff. And then Dr. Kelson, played by Ray Fiennes, finally, after 28 years, he is on to something where he thinks he's found a cure for the rage virus. So, these sequels can get really old and tired fast. But the fact that this one moves it along makes it a really good movie, but it is really gory. I mean, gory as F. It is gory. And also, this might interest some people in the audience. The zombies are all naked.
Oh God.
They're full frontal zombies. In this
All
movie.
right.
Are there boy and girl zombies?
What's that?
Are there boy and girl zombies?
Yeah, and there's this big, and actually he was introduced in the last picture. His name is Samson, big dude, muscular dude, full Monty. He gets near Dr. Kelson. Dr. Kelson shoots these morphine darts into him to mellow him out, and then after a while he realizes, oh, this is sort of reversing the effect of this whole rage virus thing. So that's. I was something in the story I didn't see coming, and I obviously for these movies that are so damn predictable, I mean, and just wash, rinse, repeat so damn much, it was really a welcome turn. So I mean, as a horror film fan, give me the Universal monster stuff any day over this. I mean, I'm not a slash and gash, gory sort of horror film watcher, but I do watch them because part of it is my job, and I gotta. It's like,
Right.
After the first one, honest to God, I couldn't eat for a couple of days. So if you're looking to go on a diet, maybe go to this movie, maybe see the first one. But yeah, it's a decent zombie movie for what it is. 28 years later, The Bone Temple, it's called.
It's called the Bone Temple, and it's about full frontal nudity.
Well,
No,
that's a good point.
Yeah. The Bone Temple are all the bones of these people deceased. Not that, no. The deceased,
To be confused with bone.
why? I find myself having to explain this. The bone skulls, whatever, of all the people that have fallen to the rage virus, and this Dr. Kelson, he's a mad doctor. He builds this temple to honor these people. So that's what the Bone Temple is. So, it's weird. I saw a trailer for The Bride yesterday, which is coming out in March. That's where Maggie Gyllenhaal, actor turned director Maggie Gyllenhaal,
Yep.
is directing Jessie Buckley. There was a movie they did few years ago called The Unknown Daughter, The Lost Daughter, something like that. Jessie Buckley is in Hamlet now, terrific actress, but she plays the bride of Frankenstein. Christian Bale plays Frankenstein's monster.
Ooh, I love him. He's
But
great.
this is not a gothic movie. This is set in the 1930s, and it almost feels like a Bonnie and Clyde meets The Bride of Frankenstein. It's like a really weird mashup. Again, this is just the trailer, but I'll review that one coming up in March. But yeah, I mean, in January, it's not unusual to see horror movies come out in January. And yeah, so if you like the zombie stuff, yeah, check out 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple.
Mhm.
Okay, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Timmy, I got to be honest with you. I just love having you on because it's always these movies we talk about and this and that. There's always a lot of great laughs in it. That's all I have.
Oh my God. Well, you know, talk about great laughs. And I was way behind in the series. I cannot believe how damn funny Landman is.
It's phenomenal. That's a great show.
God. And I love all of Taylor's, the Tulsa King and Mayor of Kingstown and Lioness. I thought, how do you top this?
I know.
I think Landman is amongst it might be the best. It might be the best.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean,
is
he doesn't
wonderful.
write women very well. I mean,
Well, yeah, obviously in this one.
Yeah.
Did you see episode 9
kind of insulting. Where are we now?
on season 2?
I don't know if we're on what
Yeah, we're on
episode we're on.
season 2,
I know,
and
but what
I think we
episode?
only got a couple left, 2 or
Okay.
3, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's a
We're-
really interesting thing because the girl played by Michelle Randolph, Ainsley, she
Mhm.
goes to this cheerleading camp and she gets a roommate and they don't quite see eye to eye.
Oh, didn't see this
And
one yet.
Taylor Sheridan, it's just, oh man, he is a great writer, but you are right. And one of the biggest criticisms of the show is that between Ali Larder and Michelle Randolph, those two,
Yeah,
I mean, he just brings out the worst of the worst in these two women.
right.
Yeah. But Billy Bob is
He's
so
so great.
freaking funny.
Well,
God,
I'll
it's
tell you what,
funny.
I miss him so much because every year he would bring his band to the Minnesota State Fair, and then he would come and do the KQ morning show with me. Nicest guy you'd ever want to, just a great guy.
Yeah, well, he was here, the Box Masters, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
He was here with them, I think, just last year.
Yeah.
was he?
Right. Yep.
And not the grandstand, but the band shell or whatever.
Right.
Free concert.
Yep.
And yeah, I've only interviewed him once. What was it? Astronaut Farmer was the movie. Him and Virginia Madsen came into town.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, just a great guy. Just
He is a great
he's,
guy.
and he is the sort of guy where, you know, you read comments about him. It's like, God, this is the sort of guy I think I'd like to sit down and have a beer with.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he is so damn perfect for the role. But yeah, things are getting pretty eventful. The season finale, and there will be a season 3, but
Okay.
the season 2 finale is this Sunday for Landman. And it's like, geez, now all of a sudden he leaves this big Taylor Sheridan gap for us. I think
Right.
Nola King, because generally there's some sort of crossover, but Nola King, New Orleans King, starring Samuel L. Jackson, is coming out. Tulsa King is getting a season 4. Mayor of Kingstown is getting a season 5. Lioness is getting a season 3.
When is that coming out? Because it's been
I think that might be the first one out of the Taylor Sheridan show. Maybe Nola King, but probably either that or Lioness will be hopefully before summer.
okay.
But so we're gonna get a big spread of these folks, and then also there's a Guy Ritchie show called Mobland. Have you seen that with Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren?
Yes.
Yes, yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Paramount Plus, man, they got some great shows.
I agree. Absolutely, they do.
And I think part of it is they're not afraid to offend people,
I would agree with that too. Yes.
you know, because
That's
clearly that's, you know, Taylor Sheridan doesn't give a rep. We talked about this before. You never see any of his shows getting Emmy nominations, but he
No.
doesn't care.
No.
Jared says, don't piss him off in an interview, though. LOL, if you've seen the videos, apparently when he gets pissed off, he gets very pissed off.
Well, there's the famous one from this Canadian, it's like the PBS of Canada, whatever it is. It's CBC.
Right.
CBC, yeah.
Where the guy starts off, he brought the Boxmasters, and I'm sure you've seen this. He brought the Boxmasters in, and the guy in his big preamble mentioned all his movies and stuff. And Billy
Scratch.
just wanted
Doug's knocking at the door.
little man.
Let me in.
It's winter again. Winter.
What's
There she
winter?
goes.
Really?
Like, you done talking about death?
Yeah, you
Of
done talking about
dogs?
euthanizing us?
Are you done?
Good
Are you
now.
done with the euthanizing talk now?
Yeah, there you
are
go.
not. No, you're with us for at least
You're
another
good.
20 years. 20 years, promise. Tops. 30, 40. As long as I can keep them here. Yeah. And so he started talking about Billy's career. And again, it was kind of an innocent thing, more as a preamble, but he says he did all this, but he also has this other career. But that seriously pissed Billy off. And
because
he
was
just
banned.
there was hell to pay.
That's what I
mean,
understand. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll find it. I'll send you the link.
Oh,
And I'm
please do.
sure you've seen it before, but Billy was having none of it.
Oh yeah. He doesn't put up with any BS. That is very true.
I had a chance to talk with them for Landman season 1, but they paired them. This is what
Yeah.
sucks. They
Yeah.
pair them, and then they say, "You got 4 minutes." I said, "Forget it. Forget it.
No, I agree. 4
I'm
minutes.
not going to ask one question. Forget it." But so hopefully I will get a chance again. And then when I do, or if you talk to Billy first, say, "Hey, Tommy Bernard wants to talk with you again."
I like it. Great guy. He's a very, very
And
nice
Sam Elliott. Isn't Sam Elliott great?
Sam
in
Elliott.
season
Yeah. Oh, I love Sam. How old is he now? About 110?
No.
No, he's 82.
God, he looks a lot older than 82, I'll tell you.
Well, he's looked
He
82
did
for 40
something-
years.
Yeah, that's true.
He's one of those
Good
people.
point. Yep.
I remember he did something really cool for my dad. My dad, when my dad was around, obviously, he says, "Hey, ask Sam Elliott if he's going to do any more cowboy movies." So I will. And then I asked him the question. I says, "My dad asked this, so I'd like you to address him about this." And he says, "Well, Jim," and then he gave this long answer. It was so cool. My dad just loved it that Sam Elliott answered his question about.
Where to go?
And then, of course, he did. I don't know about movie. Yeah, I'm sure he did movies, but 1883 he did. Correct? Was
Yes.
he in 1883?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. He was.
Yeah. The consummate. Well, there's him and John Wayne and who else? Eastwood. There are just so many people that are such perfect cowboy actors.
They are.
Well, that's
And
where
Sam
we're.
Elliott was one of them.
That's where we're at in Landman is when Sam Elliott just comes back to live with
Right.
the family.
Yeah. Well, then you got
On
to
that
waste
weird pirate dinner thing. It's like sometimes I just don't even know where this is coming from.
Pirate dinner.
Yeah.
The host, Billy Bob's ex-wife,
Is
they're back
nuts.
together.
Yeah.
And she's nuts, and she has themed dinners all the time. And
Yeah.
then there's one where they dress up as pirates.
Oh, God.
The truth is that his character lost his wife, which he was Billy Bob's character, Tommy, was totally estranged from her. So Sam is basically wasting away in a chair. So they invite him to come and live with him. But he loves the fact that they're doing pirate dinners and all that stuff and seeing people happy and all that, because he went for decades without happiness.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the arc of his story. But if you're only there's some more interesting things that happen with his character after that.
Okay.
But the reason I'm caught up with it is I like to get to the finale at the same time everybody else does. So, because, when you're on
Sure.
X or whatever, somebody's going to spoil something.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, great show, Landman. If you haven't seen it, start it from the beginning.
It's great.
Seasons, you're not going to, it won't take long to catch up because it's that great of a show. It's just like boom, 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 boom. It's great.
I can escort you out with this little bit of information. Sam Elliott once came in and did the KQ morning show live. He came in studio, and I won't say who it was, but one of the people on the show decided he was going to be a smart ass to Sam Elliott.
Oh no.
So there's this long pause, and I hear this, Tommy. I'm like, oh. I go, yeah. He goes, Tommy, I was told when I came and did this was your show. Is this not your show? And I said, yeah, it is. And he goes, well, tell that guy to shut the fuck up. I was like, okay, well, all right then. Sam Elliott, we can get him to do that. Not a problem.
Hearing Sam with that voice, hearing him say that is golden.
I know. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
It's
Tommy.
even better than beef is what's for dinner.
Beef.
Was that Sam Elliott?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, McConaughey did one too, like that.
He did. Absolutely. All right, you
but
Bill,
Sam's is better.
another great show today, pal.
Oh, a lot of fun, man. And it's great reminiscing about the dogs. I'm
Yes.
sorry to hear that unfortunate fate of that parakeet.
Those parakeets.
Sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? I swore everyone to secrecy, and I guess you're good at keeping
No
it.
I was
secret.
gonna
think
say
you're
I had
good.
no idea.
For the whole world
This
to
is-
see.
You're old enough to handle it now.
Yeah. 25 years
Yeah.
later, we find out.
Yes.
Oh my God, I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. That was funny.
That's a wonderful thing.
Funny but sad. Funny but sad, Alex.
I
Sad.
mean, well, like Fawn wants to get a gecko for her birthday. She's like this is all I want. I don't need anything else. I want a gecko. And I'm like, May, we'll try to kill
We'll
it.
eat it. Mhm.
Well,
I'm
I
like-
mean, geckos
Yeah.
live like 15 minutes anyway.
No, geckos live forever.
Well, I guess it depends on the kind of gecko.
Yeah, there's a specific type of gecko, and it can live up to like 12 years or something
Like tiger
ridiculous.
geckos or whatever. Those
It's
are
like a
popular
gargoyle
pets.
gecko or
Yeah.
something like that. I
I'm
don't
thinking
even know.
like the kind you
No,
find
yeah.
in
Maybe
Florida.
you
No.
should opt for a bearded dragon because they start out because you've seen the one. Unfortunately, that bearded dragon is no longer with us.
Yeah, they get
but
huge.
starts off tiny, but they get huge.
Mhm.
I mean, you saw them on my shoulder, Tommy. Remember?
Yep.
I mean, they were
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
huge.
I don't want her to
lizards-
get that.
I think lizards technically never stop growing. They will just grow and grow forever until they die. So be prepared for that.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
get it
May
done.
will try to eat it. That will be her number one
Yep.
drive of her life is to eat this gecko. So I was like, crested gecko. Somebody in the chat said if you want a gecko, get a crested gecko. That's the kind that she wants because our preschool teacher that I aid for has one and she met it and fell absolutely in love. And she wanted a tarantula before that. And I'm like, I'd rather get you a gecko than a tarantula.
The tarantula's out. Can you
But yeah,
imagine
crested
that?
geckos are like, they're really friendly. They climb up and they like to lay near your neck. But yeah, I'm like, she will try to murder it.
She
You'll
will.
have to, like, anytime you take it out of its cage, it will have to be like the door is closed and remains closed until it's back in its cage away from May.
You know, our dogs and cats never bothered the bearded dragon.
Oh, really?
Huh.
In fact, our black cat, just the best personality in the world, would get in her little enclosure with her and sit by her.
Because it's warm.
Just loved her.
Yep.
There you have it.
Yeah.
All right, Pally, we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk next Friday.
Yep.
Sounds
Bye.
good. Thank you, sir.
All right. See ya.
We'll take our break, be right back, and wrap things up right after this. Have you ever wanted to see some of our most beautiful national parks and monuments in the most amazing way you can? I've got a trip for you that you must be a part of through my friends at Heart of the North Tours. It's the Southwest National Parks and Monuments Tour happening this April and features the Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam, Bryce Canyon, Arches National Park. You got Zion National Park, so much more, as a matter of fact. Heart of the North Tours had a reputation for developing, these fantastic tours, and they're fantastic tours. They include airfare, lodging, bus tours, and so much more. For more information, go to heartofthenorthtours.com or call 833-424-2700 to speak to Mike, who is a total pro at coordinating these tours. It also happens April 18th through the 25th, and there are limited spots available, so book now. As a matter of fact, I've been talking about this, and we're going to have him on. Andy, when are we going to have him on the show? Do you know?
I haven't set that up yet, but it probably will be sometime mid-February.
Yeah, that sounds good. That'll work out well for him. He's such a great guy. He's just a really, really nice guy. All right, here's the deal. Like we said, it all happens April 18th through the 25th, and there are limited spots available. So book now. It's a trip of a lifetime that you won't want to miss. We want our listeners to support local businesses. You know that. Best way they can do that is by hearing about them first. So if you're looking to spread the word about your business, we'll work with you to get what you need. Whether you're looking for one spot a week or multiple a day, you can even schedule in-studio interviews for that personal touch. If you're interested or simply want to ask some questions, go to tombernardpodcast.com and click advertise with us up top. All right, we are back to wrap things up. I love those shows like that. I like the way that show flowed.
Flowed well.
Good.
It really did. Any closing words?
I like this. When I had an apartment in Daytona, the neighbor's cat ate geckos like potato chips. Yeah, there's plenty of them.
Crunch, crunch.
And then
kinda like
Margaret,
that closing.
she saw the geckos hanging on the screens in Hawaii. Yeah, we had a screened-in pool in Florida a while ago at this point. And one of the things that I did every day is I'd go out there, and there'd always be geckos trapped in there somehow. I don't know how the hell they got in there, but what I'd do is I'd have to round them up and set them free.
I remember the 3-season porch that we turned into like the TV room in Dayton.
Yeah.
And it was like just a bunch of windows, and every time after it rained, there were like 80 gajillion tree frogs on the windows.
Yep.
That's why I still hate frogs because of that.
No, that's why.
Yes.
I think they're cute.
Oh, but there were so many
There
of
was a
them,
lot.
and it was just like loud and creepy, and I didn't like it.
Froggies.
I did not like it.
What are you gonna do?
I don't
What
know.
can one say?
So we're doing a show on Monday, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Oh, we
What
are?
is
Okay.
Monday again?
My kids don't have school.
Martin
It's
Luther King Day.
Martin Luther King.
Oh, is it?
Day.
Well,
Yep.
you guys have to take it off?
I don't have to do anything.
Wait,
Oh, because the kids are at home.
my kids, yeah, we don't have school that day. But
All right. We'll be closing with this statement. I was walking through, we're trying to get all the art up and get all this stuff and all the rest of it. There is a photo of your mom and me, and sitting on our lap, one leg on my leg and one leg on Nana's leg, your son, and he's about, what is he, 4 or 5 in that picture?
Sage, you're talking about Grandparents' Day?
Yeah.
Well, he must have been 5.
God, he's so damn cute. Don't tell him I said that.
he is cute. He came home last night. He's been very into cross-country skiing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They've been going
okay.
out for like 2 hours after school every night. And Dan's like, he just
God.
wants to keep going and keep going and keep going. He came home last night and he had a huge scrape on his face.
Uh-oh.
And I saw him and I was like, oh dear, what happened to your cheek? And he's like, Dad, I told you I'd walk in. And Mom would go, what happened to your face? But he fell,
But it's
he
such a
he hit a bump and he fell over, and I guess the tip of his ski as he was falling scraped.
Oh,
Does he
but
wear
didn't
goggles?
die.
No.
Well, then he is lucky as hell.
You should wear
I
goggles.
guess.
That ski
Yeah.
could have gone right into his eye.
It could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
Maybe
didn't.
maybe a helmet from now on.
I don't know. I mean, cross country skiing is not. It's not like downhill skiing.
No,
Like,
but
it's not
it's-
as hazardous.
But he's 7, and
Yeah,
they
exactly.
do stupid things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. Our kids are 1 and 4. That's like tripping hell
Oh
age.
yeah.
But
I mean-
sometimes the
Negative.
things that Ethan will just be like standing there and he'll just like collapse.
We have a preschooler that she'll just be like standing there, and all of a sudden she's on the
Yeah.
ground, and we're like, what happened? What?
And he'll be like, I tripped on my foot. And it's like, how though?
I know. You were just standing there.
Yep. So
Yes, I
kids
know.
can fall in any situation.
It's true. They sure can.
All right, let me close with this. I know this woman, her initials are KB, and she's married to this guy whose initials are TB. And I'm not trying to sell anything here or whatever, but they just happen to have the 4 cutest damn grandkids I've ever seen.
They are awfully cute.
All 4 of them are just adorable. Isn't that nice?
So cute. Well, I mean, there aren't a lot of ugly little kids.
That's not true.
There are.
That's not true. Unfortunately.
I work in an elementary school and preschool, and all of them are cute.
I mean, by
Look at that.
preschool,
I
I
try to
think,
close on a positive note, and look what I get.
I
You
think
see
by
what I'm
preschool,
saying?
most of them have grown into their skin. But I don't know, before 1 especially, there's a
Yeah.
lot of babies that are super weird looking.
Yes, I mean, like the ages that our kids are. Most
Right.
kids that age are pretty cute.
All right. Well, that was a hell of a show, but I do mean that seriously. And we've talked about this many times. Nothing is important as family. No question about it. So have a magnificent weekend. And we will. So, Alex, do you not want to do the show on Monday because you have the kids and everything?
I don't know. I'll see what mood everyone's in and how we'll see. If I'm not here,
Andy?
I'm not here.
I'll be here, unless you tell
You'll
me
be there.
otherwise.
I should be able to bring them and it should be fine, but yeah.
Oh, that's true. You could bring them in. That'd be nice to see them anyway.
Well.
All right. We will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye.